show right now.
Yeah.
We'll start the show right now. We got mics here and everything else. My name is DJ Turo. It's an honor and pleasure to have everybody here in the house with us today. We're going to go around the table real quick. This particular show is Climbing the Ladder of Success. And we're filming out of the Miami Go TV studio. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you as we go ahead and go around the table. You guys, that's our confidence monitor over there, so we know what we're filming. You guys are actually sitting in a spot where there's no cameras for you. But we're going to dedicate enough time for everybody so we go all the way around the table and we can all share the microphones and everything else to have our points. Climbing the ladders of success, obviously all of us as human beings got ambitions and dreams of becoming successful or doing things that we want and that we love, and fight through all different types of obstacles to stop us from getting there. But every day is a gift, and we got to take advantage of those gifts so that way we can want to push forward. I have an honor and a pleasure to be in the house today, and I'm still programming and putting stuff together, but I got Dollar Bill in the house, and Dollar Bill is sitting to my right-hand side. Dollar Bill is an incredible musician, vocalist, party man, hype man. I mean, 30-something years he's been in the business. How many years have you been in the business, bro?
Yeah, that's about right.
About 30
years. 30
somewhere
years.
between 30 and 33 years. There's two or 3 years is just a haze, where it was probably, the baby forming in the womb. But nowadays, you get him on the stage, you get him on the mic. He's holding himself back real hard. But we're gonna get there. On the other side of the table, we've got my boys from Full Films. We got Bruce, an incredibly talented TV producer, video editing guy. I mean, when it comes to marketing and tactics, Bruce knows exactly where he's coming from, what he can offer, what clients he wants to deal with, doesn't want to deal with, because obviously nonprofit organizations want whatever they can get for free, but you can't house yourself, pay the roof, the electricity, and so on and so forth. We're gonna get with Bruce in a couple minutes, and then we got my dog. I love this guy.
Yo.
Foo-Woo. We got Foo-Woo in the house with us as well. And Foo is incredibly talented about doing films and doing video production and live concerts. If you guys go and check out some of his footage, you will see some of the most gorgeous Goombay booty from anywhere in the world filmed directly from the lens of his camera. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be talking to Foo. I gotta run up and change the camera real quick. Now, I gotta go get a facial on my man Kevin Leiden over here. Hold on, let me go switch the camera up real quick. So we got Kevin Leiden in the house with us, and Kevin is an incredible entrepreneur. There's nothing that you cannot ask him about trees. All right, I'm not just talking about the kind that you smoke, because we're all beyond that right about now. But when you talk about all different kinds of tropical trees, Kevin has worked in multiple nurseries all down here in Dade County, and shipped trees all over the world.
Third generation in business.
Third generation in business. So we're going to talk to Kevin in a few minutes. And my brother, you were Kevin's guest, and one of the reasons why all of us are here, because if he didn't say, bro, I got a friend that's going to be with us, that he's interested in doing the podcast and doing the stuff. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, PJ from New York.
I got to change. I got to move the camera.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
PJ from New York. I've been selling palm trees and tropical plants up there for 12 years. Came down to Miami, started a farm, and continue to rock out.
All right.
Grow the farm and see where I can take it from there.
Cool. So Vince, we're going to start with you, my brother. All the mics are pretty much picking everything up. So let's start with you for a moment. So climbing the ladder of success. How old are you, and how long have you been doing the profession that you're in?
I've been doing palm trees for 12 years now. I started about 27, 39. Started in New York selling one truck of trees, about 300 trees, and now I'm up to like 15 tractor trailers. Do about 4,000 trees a year.
That's a 53-footer trailer,
Big stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not no pickup.
No, it's not a pickup.
No, it's not.
That's a big boy toy.
So, tell us a little bit about some of the obstacles. Do you feel like you've hit your success point? Like you're happy where you're at? Like you can do this for the rest of your life?
No, I'm looking to grow. I think I could do 20 to 30 tractor trailers a year to the East Coast, Northeast, I should say. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I'm looking to take over, pretty much, you know? That's where I'm at.
So, out of all the years that you've been doing this, can you give us some of the obstacles that have forbidden you or stopped you or holding you back from being where you are now, or from where you are now to where you want to be?
Well, I could start with saying running a business 1,400 miles away from where all my trees are and everything, it's not easy. Relying on people down in Miami. I've had help along the way, but it's just hard. You know, there's a lot of networking. There's a lot
We're
of-
not. I want the audience to know we're not talking about weed. We're talking about all different kinds of combinations of
Tropical
trees.
foliage, the plants you see in Home Depot, Lowe's, and interior garden centers.
Tell him,
You know,
Kevin, tell him.
And if you want those other trees, I mean, that's another subject. We're not going there right now. But the next episode, stay tuned.
Awesome. Cool. So, obviously, we weren't ready to have such a big crew of people to be here today, but I thought that it was important for all of us to be here today because we all share a common focus or common goal. And we're going to continue to go around the table as we talk about climbing the ladder. And that's why our camera positions are a little bit messed up. You may see that some of the stuff is a little blurry. We're not live streaming. This is actually going to be post live stream recording now, so we can get everybody's names and titles. And in our credits, we want to share everybody's information. Moving back around the table, let's go ahead and jump over to Kevin.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump over to Kevin real quick. And if you want to go ahead and take that mic, my brother,
Yeah, sure.
take that microphone
My
so we
pleasure.
can hear you.
My pleasure. Hey, y'all. So I'm Kevin. Started a company a little while ago called Clean Air Foliage, third generation in business. Since the age of 10, my old man took me around town, told me collect palm tree seeds, we'll plant them in the backyard, started from scratch. Work hard, because hard work pays off. You know, if you put the effort, put that discipline, that consistency, something's gonna come. If you have faith, if you have that trust, good things will come, God willing. So the reason why I'm starting to see success at the moment is because the discipline, the consistency, the cleanliness of life, okay? Anyone can make money, anyone can be, that guy, but if you don't keep it together, you're no one. So what I find...
Explain keeping it together.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I mean,
I'm different than anyone. So
Yeah,
let me
we're all
explain
different.
myself, because I'm Kevin Lodge. So the reason why I haven't made it big up until this point, up and coming, is because I didn't have that discipline. I didn't have that consistency. I didn't have that drive. I didn't have that thing inside that tells me I'm alive.
Amen.
So I've always had that chance, that possibility, that thing saying, hey, I'm right here, come and get it. But I always said, no, it's right there, so I'll get it later. No. Thank God I still have the opportunity and the chance to get it. So what I'm doing right now, I'm taking it by the horns and I'm riding with it. And I'm not gonna let it go, and I'm not gonna fool around. Now, I got a lot of great people on my side. I got the whole industry, believe it or not, God willing, on my side. I got the biggest people in the business backing me up. So this is a godsend deal, what I got. I got great people coming to me, great opportunities, and I'm looking forward to it, This time, with that money that flies at me, through this business that I worked so hard for, get my nails that still ain't get sweaty, and then get on the phone, and then tell the girlfriend, the whoever, I'll talk to you after I'm done with this hard work, because I gotta do what I gotta do. Hard work pays off, so you gotta do it. You can't let anyone tell you how to do it, because if they're telling you how to do it, you ain't doing it. So that's me. And I love what's going on right here, and I'm excited.
You and I had some conversations before, and I'm going to mention this now because I got Fubu and Bruce here.
Right.
With all the different kinds of combinations, and the Redland District, for those people that don't know Dade County,
Right.
the Redland District is where there's a million nurseries all over the place. They're really not fighting against each other because they all specialize in different types of foliage, and whoever's containing in something main focus, they just leave that alone and focus on something else.
To some point.
We were talking about starting a TV show called Trees.
Years ago. Yeah.
And the TV show called Trees actually goes into individual nurseries where we talk about this is that tree, this takes 6 months, this takes a year. You know, we're going to put a tracker on this tree, and we're going to see where this tree ends up. Exactly. And this tree could end up at a Home Depot lot, and then it gets sick, and then instead of going in the trash, it goes back to the nursery, gets nursed back to health, and then ends up in a Lowe's or goes to some other state or something.
Exactly, which is a great idea, and we still got to do it. There's a couple other people that are doing something like that, but the thing about me and where I grow, most of the plants that I grow and sell, they end up in Lowe's and Home Depot around the nation, believe it or not. We grow for the big time people that fill the Home Depot and Lowe's. We have our great garden center clientele, which is PJ right here, and a number of other people, very few amount of people, but the majority goes to Home Depot and Lowe's, believe it or not. And we rotate crops 2 to 3 times a year in that same farm. So we work so hard, and we don't have a lot of people, but we hustle. And we just have a drive inside us that makes us do it, because if you didn't have that drive, you just throw the towel.
So that's your success story is discipline and drive. Awesome, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep on going around the table since we're already going that way. We're gonna go ahead and move on over to food.
Yo.
I gotta get up over here and move the camera.
What's going on, everybody?
All right.
What y'all got going on? I'm here live in effect. What's going on, Turo? Talk to
Food.
me.
So, I mean, trees.
Trees.
I mean, that's something we could consider, right? We could consider doing a TV show about trees.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, trees are pretty much everywhere.
Yeah,
Trees are pretty much everywhere. So
everywhere.
There's really nothing stopping us from moving forward. And the whole reason why we have Climbing the Ladder of Success, why we have this TV show, is so that way we can speak to each other and have a better understanding of all of the different opportunities that could arise for us. You guys start the TV show. Boo could handle the film.
Yep.
Bruce could handle the marketing. Dollar could handle the music that won't end up copywriting because he has access to an entire band full of people who are talented with instruments that can make custom music for your TV show.
Yes.
And then you got me. I'm just gonna sit in the background and watch you guys work.
Oh,
I got
please.
enough on my
Be
plate.
like Hannibal from the A-Team.
There you
I
go.
love it when it plays.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So Fubu Films. Tell us about Fubu Films.
So Full Film came from, from college, really. I started playing basketball, and I actually broke my leg, and I started to pick up a camera. Just to make a long story short, DJ I used to film in Tallahassee used to call me Woo, but my nickname is actually Fufa. Everybody call me Fufa. But then they start saying just you're Fu. And then the DJ was like, nah, you're Woo with the camera because my editing skills and how I move the camera and stuff like that.
Right.
So we just put it together. It's like, yo, you Full Films, man. From there on, I just kind of ran with it and took it from there. But my main goal in life, man, is I build a lot of different content. Like TV series or music videos, documentaries. I edit everything myself, and you know, I run a pay-per-view back-end situation. It's still growing. It's at its 2-year mark, and to be up for 2 years, that's something to say. You know, most networks, they die down within the first year.
100%.
So yeah, and you know, Bruce right next to me. He'll tell you a little bit about what he does, because I play a lot of big part in what he does. You know, so he's the beginning of it, and then I come in and show you the wild of it at the end. You know,
Man. All right.
No doubt. So, Fu, I know you're happy right now. I know you're successful. I know you're in a good place. We can't always be in a good place.
No, we know.
Tell us a little bit about the obstacles that have stopped you from being at the point of success from where you are now and reaching your goals of success.
You know, it's a lot of obstacles. You know, you think about bills and dealing with certain clients that don't want to pay. You deal with, you know, personal issues, and you deal with a lot of like mental stuff. Like people don't understand through life. You know, growing in this industry right here. I mean, you got a lot of clients that want stuff on demand like this. Like you're a robot or something, and you're really not a robot. But in this game, especially in Miami, you gotta stay with it. You gotta stay with it. You gotta keep pushing.
You ain't lying.
And that's not all the obstacles. It's just all staying focused, because you got one gig will come here, and then another gig will come here, and then you're like juggling, and then you can kind of like forget where you really want to go at with this entertainment, you know. But I kind of keep myself balanced on focusing on what that actually makes sense to what I'm filming, and actually how can you can actually benefit off what I'm filming, you know.
All right.
Dope, my brother. Dope.
Yes, sir.
Dope.
So now we got to get you and Kevin together so you can put all his tree ideas together and put a series.
Definitely put a series together,
yeah.
man. And I have the network to drop it on. You can pay-per-view it. People can go buy it, and then we can cut percentages on it.
It's
right
on.
then and there.
It's on.
Just think of us as the next Prime or Netflix or the next Disney Plus or something like that.
Well, all I gotta say is if my brother Turo brought me here and introduced me to you,
for sure.
hey, there ain't no question. It's a done deal.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm
a
talking
done
about.
deal,
We
brother.
there, we
Let's
there.
make it happen.
Little by little, brother.
Little
And
by
this
little.
is-
But at the same time, when it's meant to happen,
It's meant to happen.
it happens.
Yeah.
we do the best that we can to progress.
Right.
Obviously, we got to be thankful every day that we get up in the morning,
Right.
that God gives us the strength to get up in the
Number
morning.
one.
Now, after we get up and we get out of bed and we say our prayers, it's what we carry on our shoulders that either we're going to dump what's on our shoulders because it's holding us back, or we're going to carry that load because we plan on determining to get up an extra step, and that's in climbing the ladder. We're scooting over to Bruce. So I've actually ran into Bruce a couple of times, and Bruce is a trip because every time I see Bruce, I'm like, yo, bro, how's it being the limo driver? Because pretty much Bruce and Fu, since they work together, they're all over the place. And there's no point in one of them staying behind because really the projects are double focused. Hey, man, tell us, my brother. Tell us about your incredible story on climbing the ladder of success.
Well, shoot, I'm Bruce, the most known unknown. You know, I'm around here. If you know me, you're going to love me. If you don't know me, you're going to still love me.
All right.
And so I got a lot going on. You know, one of the main things I focus on right now is in the tech industry. I got a company right now, Zipstream. I'm a co-founder of and I'm vice president of sales. And what I do, I build streaming platforms for anybody who has the content.
Shout out to
you know.
Zipstream. Y'all hear that, right?
Yeah, you hear that. Anybody who has the content, you know, we put it together, we set it up for you to make it real simple, real easy for you to monetize, get your money. Because everybody right now is just putting everything on YouTube. The market's real saturated on there.
Right,
They
right.
monetize
Yeah,
you. They play with you how they want to.
YouTube is making money
Yes.
off
Yep.
of ads.
Yep. People don't know that.
You gotta spend
money.
11.
People don't know
you gotta
that.
spend your
So-
$11.99 a
Kids
month.
14, 15 years old making millions on their videos.
So like how you do the trees. If you had your trees network, all you talked about was trees. Anybody came to the platform, hated or loved it, you getting paid.
With music and entertainment.
And you can have music, entertainment, whatever you want to put on there. You getting paid. Opposed to you being on just YouTube and somebody's coming to you You have to wait for your views to get monetized.
Right,
You have to
right.
go into the terms and conditions of what they got going on. And
Right.
who wants to
they
do
can
that?
cut you at any
And they'll
moment.
still make money off of the ads coming through the views.
Okay.
So I'm just making that option available for everyone to have their own platform. It'll come up the same way, like on your smart TVs, on your cell phones, on laptops. You want to be on Roku, put you on Roku. You want to be on
Really?
iOS, Android, put you on there too. So we're just making it simpler for everyone to accomplish and get their dreams right now and get their money. So that's what I want to mean.
And no matter what anyone says, that money's important.
Of course.
It's important because without that money, how are we going to feed the family? How are we going to pay the bills? How are we going to do what we want to do?
Mm-hmm.
God is good. God is great. God provides.
That's what we're talking about, obstacles. I mean, there's physical obstacles, there's spiritual obstacles, there's obstacles we might be so powerful that we don't even consider it to be an obstacle for us. We just step on it like it was a crack on the sidewalk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to build yourself up to a certain point to you can be there.
Right.
Nowadays, we're finna jump over the dollar bill in a minute. I'm not gonna leave them out. Then we're gonna open up the table to just throw stuff back and forth. It's all about personal development. We want what's best for our children, but our children were not born in the times when we were born. We have all of this excess technology where kids don't play basketball, football, run track, wrestle. They're glued to their devices. It's not just PlayStation anymore. It's not just Xbox anymore. Now it's everywhere they go. So Bruce, man, we want to go and say thank you, my brother, because what you do is for the individuals to actually bring out content.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you could be learning. Shout out to SCK.
SCK Media TV.
Yeah, shout out to SCK. I would have never ran into Bruce or Fu if it wasn't for SCK Media. And they have some incredible content on their platform.
Oh yeah.
Since we're recording, this is totally prepared, but we'll share all of the links down below so you guys can check out all these incredible platforms where you can get your information. You know, B, is there anything you want to add, brother? Your obstacles. I know if you're not a millionaire yet, and I know you want to get there. So tell us a little bit about those obstacles.
Man, I'll just say you have to consistency and perseverance. You know, it's a lot of times where you can just doubt yourself, and people might doubt you, but if you can stay consistent and be persevering, you get through it. So that's my part to get.
Amen.
Consistency and perseverance.
Amen. Yo, we're gonna go ahead and switch it over to my boy Dollar. Okay, now this story is not like any other story. Dollar should really be the one running the show here. All right. So, Dollar is a personal friend of mine. He's been in the entertainment industry for 30 plus years. Like we said at the beginning, climbing the ladder of success, you have to consider as being a musician. Every single step on the ladder is not necessarily putting down a band member or putting down someone who plays an instrument for you to succeed or to get better, because it's really a team building type thing. We're gonna go and switch it over to Dollar. Dollar, tell us, brother, about climbing the ladder of success. What's up with climbing the ladder of success?
Let me start by saying this, okay? When I introduce myself, I just give my full name. William Dollar Bill Ferguson. Holler for the dollar, and I'll holler back.
All right.
And that
Holler for the dollar, but don't holler back.
That's right. And where that came from was in sales and pharmaceuticals.
All right.
Okay. And somebody said that I'm like the used car salesman. Okay. And it made the company look bad. I said, you ain't saying that when you're getting paid a piece of my money. Because every time I do it, somebody calls in and says, Dollar Bill, please. And what you're hearing right now was something that I created, which would go well with your trees, man, for your intro for your trees, or, you know. And
To the mic.
Yeah, it hasn't been written. It's not online. It's just on his phone.
Oh,
yeah,
It's just on his phone.
It's on my phone.
All right.
I'm a lead singer, a front man.
Yeah.
And it's given me the opportunity to meet cats like Turo, which leads to something like this, because as I'm sitting here, and he just made a suggestion about you guys filming the show, and I'm creating music. I'm like, he just opened my eyes to possibilities, and I'm seeing it. I'm like, nobody else is doing it.
No.
Where we are here in South Florida, no place else. And that's basically what I'm about right now. After COVID, my former band, Pocket Change, decided, look, COVID got us, now Father Time is finna get us. So we got this band, which gives me the opportunity to look around and see what's out there on the musical landscape locally. And basically, it's not the same as it used to be. And you have people who didn't take the time off to better prepare themselves for coming back out. They didn't go to the woodshed.
Right.
They just keeping the same old stuff and throwing it up against the walls and the sticks. Meanwhile, it's guys like you guys sitting here in front of me that are coming up with ideas, okay? And each of them have a common theme that resonates with me. Discipline. What stopped us before? The lack of self-discipline. And we couldn't see it. Now we're seeing it because we're forced to rely on our own talents, our own means. In the beginning, you're not getting paid. You're getting paid a little attention because you're making some noise. Okay? That's it. You're getting paid a little attention, okay? But people hear you talking and not listening. But as you start doing things, it's being seen.
And they start to listen.
They start to listen. This is what's happening to me right now. I started off writing a letter, baby, please don't leave me letter. You know, my girl had got pregnant from another guy while we were still together, and she lied, crushed me. Okay, Superman got hit by a red kryptonite. Okay, and I was writing, and somebody saw at my job saw my letter, said, "Man, you need to put that music." It started from there. Then I started seeing other people doing something, and I started promoting them. I started writing for them. Then I got to a situation where I put together with a couple friends of mine a 3-man group called the Fabulous Fat Cats. We were doing tracks. Then I got with the Soul Providers. They used to be the backing band for a cat named Bo Diddley. Okay, Bo Diddley was
Not
Hall
Griffin.
of Fame, okay?
Not Griffin.
No, not Bo Griffin.
Right.
Bo Diddley, okay?
But was it, and the reason why I throw that in there is because Bo Griffin is so known for Rhythm 98 and Power 96 and a lot of the Miami energy. You said Diddley. You said Diddley. I'm just trying to clear.
Oh no, I know Bo pretty well.
Yeah.
I wasn't always fat and bald, man. I had to cut those out. I was a cutie, okay? I hung out with her, man. It was fun, party girl. From that, I got with Pocket Change. I've been knowing those guys for 20 years now, okay? So a third of my life has been with the music game, and along the way, I've been promoting up-and-coming artists. I've even written for a paper down here called the South Florida Brick. So I got to know the media and people. That's what's conducive to the relationship that we all share again. Other than discipline, the context, how we got those contacts.
Right.
You have to have personality. All right, for you to have 15 trucks with trees,
You better have
and a
some
farm, okay?
personality.
For you to be third generation, you to be third generation, okay? For you to have production asked by for some of the biggest people that nobody knows you, and you got the streaming, and you can hook up and put everybody in this room on TV. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Okay?
We're only 27 minutes into the show. We haven't even done any cutaways. We haven't done no commercials. Not yet.
Yeah, man.
But you guys will be watching the finished product, not this.
This is a trip, man. I mean, and again, watching other people come up with stuff. Okay. And right now, we're looking at a diamond in the rough. I'm not even gonna call this cold, man. This is
Ice cold.
Yeah. You know, and to be a part of it, man. I'm saying thank you, Arturo. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
thank
It's an honor and a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
have y'all here with us, man. It's an honor and a pleasure to have y'all here with us. God is great. We've already covered that. Some doors closed and other doors open. And with those opportunities, we just gotta grab the bull by the horns and ride that mother all the way to the ground.
Yeehaw.
And the bull is not gonna be the opposite. With that being said, I want to say shout out to Miami Go TV and Thomas Mitchell, because if it wasn't for that guy, we
Yes.
wouldn't have the studio or any of the equipment where we are.
Shout out to Mitchell.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Big time.
Shout out to Big Tom, Reflections Production.
Big
That
Tom.
guy's incredible. We're gonna shoot. We're just gonna run around the table now and just shoot the shit for a little bit. And I could put.
If you got your own platform, you can do what you want.
We're gonna throw it out there. What's up, my brother? You gotta say something?
No. I was looking. No, everything's good, brother.
Wait, you gotta take a piss? You don't gotta tell us. But there's a bathroom over there. Or actually,
No,
go
I
through
was
the
just seeing if you
No,
wanted
go
to do
through
a
the warehouse. 'Cause
commercial.
if you're not gonna sit down, you shouldn't use the one inside.
Okay. Yeah, you got some water room?
Yeah, we got. There's a water fountain right there.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, thank you. Sorry to do
Like,
that.
God bless you. Where are your facilities? That's the word. Man.
So yeah, brother. Pretty much, I can stop the recording now. Or you guys want to keep on going?
Let's keep on because there may be some excerpts you may want to take out, man.
So-
and insert.
So here's the concept of the show. We're about right now. The marker's at 31 minutes. It's pretty much something simple like that. That's 5 minutes a person. You talk about your success. Talk about your strikes. The conversations could really go anywhere. We could start playing a statistics game if we're doing this live and we're answering people's questions on YouTube or wherever we're streaming it live, like they're doing a real online chat with us. We could be real with them and answer their questions. But we can take the conversation anywhere we want. For example, let's play a statistics game right now. How many of us are married? Raise your hand. How many of us are not married? All right, cool. We're getting somewhere. There's the gold. There's the diamond. There's the diamond out of all of us. I know Kevin's not married, so then you're the only one in the room. Okay, so they're got to show you some type of commitment and dedication, because if it's working in your relationship, you're able to apply all of those. Marriage isn't easy, obviously. There's 5 of us in the room, 5 to 1 that isn't married. So you're probably gonna end up being one of the most successful in the room out of all of us, because you got a support system.
Actually, as a musician, you don't want to let the females know that you're married because they won't respond.
We're still recording, right?
Yeah, I know. I kind of put myself out there.
They won't respond to you. Why is that?
Because when you're playing, and I said this earlier, guys start bands because chicks dig it, and they usually start when they're kids. Okay, when chicks find out a guy sings, he can sing to them, serenade them, and play a guitar. That's what we flock to. When you go to the club, as they become adults, clubs depend on women to come out because they always looking for something to do. And the fellas are going to find the women. And the women are going to get their drinks for free. Every last one of us knows that game, okay? Especially around closing time. Last call for alcohol. Cats go into their Dan Marino 2-minute drill, okay? So, but yeah, make that 5 too. And
The water fountain right there.
and a good partner, who understands what you do, will support you. Right. Because I will say this, and I know I'm still on TV, but those who didn't know, listen, I can't come out and play with y'all. Hold on, let me give you a little story. Blue Martini. Everybody knows Blue Martini gets like that.
Wait, which one? The one in Kendall? The one in Fort Lauderdale?
No, I was at the one up in Orlando.
Never
okay.
been there.
Okay, that was just super packed. It was during the classic. Yes, the classic.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
Right before
look.
Thanksgiving.
And it just so happens I had family there, and my girl was with me. I come off the stage, and she's got to the bathroom, but she's sitting right there in the middle of all that. And I'm going, "You all right? I got food coming in." And she said, "I need to go to the restroom." Okay, so I had family watching the food. Go to the restroom. Get down there. There's a long line of women, and we're watching women come out. Chick walks up
Oh no.
and she grabs my package and starts juggling. I got my girl we're hand in hand, so she won't get lost. And then she's juggling, and I'm like, my eyes got kind of big, and I smile, and I'm looking at girlfriend, and this chick says, "What's on your mind, big boy?"
Oh no.
I said,
You not see me on the mountain?
yeah. And all the girls are looking too, right? And I said, this is my pimp. And if you ain't got no money, she can be pissed off because right now you on the clock. That's all I'm like, because I couldn't say, I know who she is, I was stuck like that. And she says, oh, I'm sorry. I said, you still gotta pay him.
Yeah,
And
go all the way in.
and Girlie says, don't worry, baby, no harm, no foul this time.
This time.
And all the women looked, and they got her way, and they said, man, you can go ahead and go on in. So if you're married and you got a good girl, man, who knows what you're doing and won't no jealousies, know that you bring the money home, you good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, guys.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Kevin, see, you went to the bathroom. You missed half of the conversation. You don't know how we got
And
there.
I got a girl waiting to pick me up. So that's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So here's what you missed when you went to the restaurant.
Okay.
I threw a question on this. We're gonna play a statistics game, play a numbers game. How many of you were married? Raise your hand. That's the only person who married.
Okay.
So he's the diamond in the rough.
Uh-oh.
That's the gold brick.
That's the only one? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Because we're talking about climbing a ladder and we're talking about obstacles. Obviously,
I got a lot of them. That's another one.
all of us have been in a relationship where there's obstacles. He's been the one who's been able to keep his diamond in the rough.
That's what's up.
About all the obstacles. They can't always see eye to eye. And when we're talking about boundaries and we're talking about obstacles,
Right.
it could be spiritual, physical. If you got your woman, who's gonna make you chicken soup when you're feeling sick instead of bitching at you
Right,
for
right.
why you didn't go to work and toughed it out. You know, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Talk to him.
So who's gonna edit this? You or me?
Yes, I edited
We
it.
can both edit it,
All
right?
right.
It's nothing. Send it. Hit it real quick, and I make the intro for it.
All right.
My brother, you've been the most quietest one, and like you're the oddest out.
It's not usually the case, I'll be honest with you.
Talk
You
to
good?
us. How's the weather up there in New York?
Right now, too cold, 55.
No.
But there's 55 degrees in New York City right now.
Yep.
We're dying in our summer.
I know I can't even ship for another 2 weeks.
Damn, just because the cold.
Yep.
Well, I know I got a place that you know of, a garden center down the street from you. They're not buying anything because that weather. The
But
weather's holding everyone back right now.
Wow.
But there's stuff that grows up there that doesn't grow down here, obviously.
Yeah.
Vines.
Yeah. Multiple things, just
A lot of different,
can't send the tropical stuff up yet.
because it'll
Die out
yeah,
because it's cold, right?
So talk to us a little bit about your logistics, because working 1,400 miles away from where we are now, how does the logistics work? You got a couple of trucks, box trucks, semis.
Use a freight broker. Most unreliable people in the world.
It's true.
It's
True. There's a lot of them now.
They throw out rates, whatever they want to charge you, they charge you. Make up an excuse to charge you more some days than others. Talking about citrus season and everything.
Supply and demand,
Yeah,
right?
supply.
So they take advantage when they know this stuff needs to be shipped, because all this flowering and spring stuff, sorry to interrupt, all this stuff needs to be shipped by a certain date. Come Mother's Day, boom.
So if I really
Down.
wanted to screw
That's
you,
it.
I would order a
For all
box
this
of
flowering
tomatoes.
stuff.
I would order a truck of tomatoes and let it sit on my lot and rot. If I really wanted to screw you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to consider when it comes to logistics and produce.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's not just trees, because produce, pineapples, oranges,
Vegetables.
bananas,
Yes.
Watermelon.
certain ways that
Oh,
they have to be
watermelon's huge right
transferred.
now.
Yeah. Right now it's
Huge,
huge.
huge. They're making so much money off watermelon right now. A guy told me he comes from mid-Florida, okay, and goes to the market where they sell it from the farm. He fills up his trailer. He spends about $800. He makes $6,000
Wow.
going to a couple locations, dropping it off in bins. $6,000 off 800 in 2 days. Come on. This is a guy without any school education, just drive, you know, a little bit of knowledge from some people, and bam, he's making bigger than doctor money.
So he's wholesaling the watermelon.
Yes, he's
gonna buy
wholesaling
from
it. He's buying it from the farmer, and then he's going to the markets. Let's say flea market.
I do with palm trees for the past 12 years, same thing.
Same thing.
I would live in New York, come down to Miami, buy all the palm trees, tropical plants, bring it back up, sell it to garden center.
To the higher end garden centers.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Well, I need I need to cater to my trees that I got from you.
Yes.
They've been sitting in pots. They really need to go into the ground.
I
They grew very huge.
blessed my brother with a plant that I'm not allowed to sell anywhere in the state.
Yeah,
It's-
my neighbors know it.
Okay.
My neighbors know
These
it
are
because
plants
they
you
come and
will
they've stolen
never
my
find
trees
in a
right from
Home
my front
Depot,
yard.
Lowe's. These are plants that are patented. Okay, and they're from, you know, I named it. Also, I named this plant called La Rubia,
So-
which means the blonde
The blonde.
in Spanish.
Yeah.
And
But
it
why?
is-
Why they?
So
gonna
you
let
have
sell?
the
this
original
is a good
seed.
subject. What's that?
You have the original seed.
Yes. So let me explain this to you too. Why I opened up a company called Clean Air Foliage. Because during COVID time, the plant that cleans and purifies the air the most is Sansevieria, which is a snake plant, which is also called the mother-in-law tongue. Now that's a plant you could just buy from the store, throw it in your house, not water it for 3 months, and it's still there just smiling at you with its tongue. Mother-in-law tongue. I guess that's why they call it that. Now, the Sansevieria is the plant that's going to purify, clean the air, whatever you want to call it, the most out of any plant. So during COVID time, I said, what am I doing? I got to open up a company called Clean Air Foliage because we specialize in the coolest, rare Sansevieria clean air mother-in-law tongue plants in the industry. So that's how it started, and it blew up.
You know, I still
And the
got-
person that
yeah.
I got those plants from that patented it right now, he's working deals around the world. Europe, China, everywhere. Right now he's selling millions. Now, remember what we talked about, discipline, consistency, and so on. I'm not with that associate anymore because I didn't have that discipline, consistency, and discipline. But God's good. And I have a lot more than that right now. Because all these little steps, all these trials and errors put me where I am today. And it's looking pretty exciting. You know, the sky's the limit.
I still got Buy a Plant, Save a Soul. I
Yeah,
still
we
paid for
started.
that domain.
We started.
We started a nonprofit organization called Buy a Plant, Save a Soul.
Yeah.
And we would go to different churches and we would distribute plants to the churches depending on what they purchase. We had a website, you can order it online, and then we delivered it straight to your church. The problem was they were ordering 1 plant, 2 plants. You spend more in trying to deliver the fuel to the damn
Right.
church than what you're making as a profit. And what all this money was doing, it was supporting the Home of the Nazarene, which is also a nonprofit organization for homelessness, drug abuse, and alcohol.
Yep.
Which they, we need those kinds of programs because some of us fall off the track,
Absolutely.
and
We're all
we
human.
need some type of rehabilitation. A shout out to Hope Center Ministries. My brother runs HCM, and that is a program that is changing lives. I can't say that it's good to not have a return rate, but the people that are leaving are finding salvation.
Right.
And there's all different kinds of stuff that we do. Talking about nonprofit organizations, we're going to go back to Bruce real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit. So I am on the panel for, what is it called? USABreaking.org. And USABreaking.org is an organization that we're trying to take breakdancing to the Olympics. And it's very expensive to just run the nonprofit organization because everybody that works there is a volunteer. So outside of our everyday 24 hours or 48, 50-hour a week job, we have to find time to sacrifice and pushing forward on a nonprofit organization or contribute our time, whether it's to do an event, to set up a booth at a festival or something that's going on. Talk to us about your nonprofit organization, brother.
Well, I have two. I'm just gonna start off with this one. Mental health in action.
Okay.
We deal with all spectrums of mental health, drug addiction, abuse, all type of different things. So that's just one of them. And the other is Community Carpentry USA. That's where we go into the inner cities and help at-risk youth learn carpentry skills, so they can like learn how to build a tiny home or just anything. Learn how to work with their hands, because right now there's not really a lot of things for this. I don't think it's shopping schools anymore. They took a lot of the trades out of high schools and stuff like that. So this is one of those nonprofits to give the community an opportunity to better themselves.
That's what's up. I think hands-on work is more important than most things. The average person nowadays doesn't realize it. They say, oh, you got to go to school, you got to do this, you got to do that. Do what you got to do. But I know what I got to do. I got to work hard. I got to work hard. I'm not the guy in school that read a book and was able to take that test and get A's. I was thinking about the pretty girl next to me, and I couldn't control it. I had that issue. I had a lot of issues to where I could not focus. And you know what? Hard work is what I realized was my deal and what made it able for me to be a success. Like, and not money-wise. I mean, yes, money-wise in the past, but be a success in life. Self-satisfaction. To know that you're someone important because you can do it with the hands that you were given. And that's what I see, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. A lot of people don't appreciate hard work.
No,
They want to sit at a desk. They want to do this.
That's me. I'm guilty.
It's okay. You get on the ladder. You set up
Listen,
your stuff.
you've been slave driven and beaten down to where you work 30 hours straight consistently with 15, 20-minute naps in between.
Right.
And the days that you have off, your body doesn't function.
No.
Not even out of the shower. Like, you can't get out of bed.
No, man.
Your back, your legs, your knees. So you know what? You need to take some you time too.
Yes.
You need to, because if you let the world beat you down, they will drive you out.
You gotta say
They will
strong.
drive you out.
Yeah.
Me and Daughter and I have had multiple conversations about the band life being a struggle, because so many bands want to go perform and they're willing to perform on a bar tab, but the bar tab isn't going to pay your bills.
No.
No.
I don't need no bar tab.
I need some money. If you want to give me some free drinks, I'll take them. But
Yeah,
the
but
money's very
Free
important. We
drinks
gotta
would make the entertainment be better, but just let me.
Yeah, gotta eat when we get home. You know, gotta support the family.
I've never been that guy. with the bar tab. I can make my own. I told the guy to eat something before you get here, man. Popeyes, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Publix.
Something. Publix has a great sub.
Right.
You know,
Shout out to Publix.
help. $8.49 for a whole
Maple
chicken.
Blaze turkey. Maple Blaze turkey, little honey mustard.
You know.
I don't know. Shout out to Publix again.
Listen, one of the spots
My
in
favorite
Miami.
grocery store.
Being in the band, we played one night and asked for some water. Give me a bottle of water, okay? They gonna charge me
$8.
$8 for
It's like you're at Metro Zoo.
I'm like,
Excuse me, Metro Zoo.
$8.
But yes.
That's your damn mind. I ain't paying. Okay. At the end of the night, we bought the house down. And like, yo man, you want something to drink? Some Jack Daniels, Cavassier? I said, you got some Cavassier up in here? Yeah, we had to dust the bottle off, but yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to eat, you know?
No, it's crazy when you're at a place, you know, where they can do what they want to do. I mean, I was at Metro Zoo last weekend for the first time in years, and for a beer, it's big, $13.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But you know what?
So the last time you went out was at the zoo. When was the last time you got out, food?
Oh.
Where did you go?
Where did I go? I'll say I was at Tootsie's.
Oh,
Good chicken
yeah, I
wings.
didn't do that. Hey,
Yeah,
I didn't do that.
good chicken wings, boy.
They chicken
Now
wings
that-
hitting, boy.
Look.
Chicken wings is something else.
They need to send the colonel
Now, I
over
don't
there to find
know
out what
what
his level of
Tootsie's is, but
responses
it
are.
sounds good.
Oh, you never been to Tootsie's?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wings are good though.
Wings are good. It's a great wing.
Oh,
spot to
good
go
wing.
hang
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so
Sports.
maybe I'll go to
Sports.
Tootsie's for
Yes.
some wings.
Next to the office.
Oh, gotcha.
Great entertainment.
Oh, yeah, good.
For me, the best of the
Stuff.
entertainment takes place in the kitchen with chicken wings.
Yes.
Chicken wings.
Pepper.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Yes, they look like lemon pepper sliding down the pole.
No.
All right, we're gonna do a couple of things. As we're gonna go to sign off here, we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna take pictures.
All right.
We're gonna do a quick little video, 30 seconds, you just close it up, turn it around. And the reason why we do that, the reason why we're going to do that is because since neither one of us has sat down and edited
Right.
what we're working on now, this is all gonna change for the future. The camera angles are gonna be totally different. The table's gonna have a tablecloth. That monitor that we're looking at right there, our confidence monitor, is supposed to show us what's what,
Okay.
is actually supposed to be on the TV in the back. Well, $3,500 for a 4K TV and the piece of shit don't work.
Wow.
So that got on the wall.
Let me know. Are we being filmed or?
Yeah,
Okay.
why? What happened?
No, I just gotta send a text.
Oh, you
They
got
can
that?
edit it.
No, on your phone.
No, when you're
Yeah,
ready to go.
I gotta say.
When
Tell,
you're ready to
tell me
go.
a time frame.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta send it now because
No, let's go ahead and.
someone's worried. I said I was gonna send it right when I got